This video falls under fair use. Fair use allows commentary, criticism, and reactions. What's up, back with another one. Today I'm showing you a clip of Kwame Brown addressing Rich Paul's interviews about Lakers roster moves and Austin Reeves' trade talk. Check this clip out.
All right, I done got old, but check this out. Imagine a sports agent, because in my opinion, what he's doing is collusion. Uh, and it's agent, no, it's not collusion, it's agent tampering. He's like tampering because, in my opinion, because why would he be talking about Austin Reeves? You got the oldest player on the team, but you're suggesting that they keep the older player and trade the younger Austin Reeves that they already wanted to commit some money to. You want them to keep a 41-year-old LeBron as if they got a future in that. After you guys said that y'all team wasn't good enough to win a championship, you want them to trade Austin Reeves. You're putting out hypotheticals about Austin Reeves and just calling it content. Okay. Well, why isn't it not content when people say that LeBron James don't run back on defense? Why is it not just content when that? Like, this is disrespectful as I don't know what. I told y'all, LeBron James got a podcast to try to chase Michael Jordan and sway the narrative. Rich Paul, his agent, is now on a podcast to sway the narrative and, to me, do more tampering. LeBron has been able to control this league through that agency, in my opinion. He's been able to move players, get Anthony Davis, make sure Nerlens Noel don't end up certain places. He's orchestrated this whole thing. He's been playing puppet master his entire career. Why does LeBron have so much power? Who knows? But you can't say that you're the GOAT when they change rules to allow guys to travel, when they take the power forward out of the paint so that he can run full speed with no big guys to contest him because they're lifted at the three-point line. When you do everything in your power, this guy can go to the basket and just flop up, hold his head, near punch the referee in the face to call a foul. When you have all of that, when you have Reggie Miller and Gilbert Arenas, Shannon Sharpe, you have all these people shouting and yelling at everybody else that don't agree that he's not the GOAT. And if you're going to say, here's where it's tricky, because I watched Dreamers Pro today and he played a video of them not wanting to give Austin Reeves his credit for the stats that he possessed now. Okay. But you give LeBron credit for every stat that he's ever done. Even you'll make up a 10-point stat. So we can't give Austin Reeves credit that he's a 29-point scorer who was scoring the same as Jaylen Brown and all those boys down there in Boston. He's on par with that. He could be the lead on any other team, averaging 29, 30 points a night.
Let me just jump in real quick, because this type of conversation always hits a nerve in sports culture. When an agent speaks publicly about roster changes, it shifts perception fast. Fans start questioning motives. Players hear the noise, and narratives grow beyond the court. It becomes less about basketball strategy and more about influence and messaging.
And because he's a second round pick, because his name is Austin Reeves, you have them trying to disqualify him. I thought it was about the numbers. Numbers only seem to work for LeBron. When you say Russell Westbrook is the best point guard to ever play based on numbers, they say, that's crazy, Kwame. Well, I say it's crazy that y'all think LeBron James is the GOAT because he sits in the game and cherry pick in the fourth quarter when he's beating the out of the Atlanta Hawks by 25, 30 points. What was LeBron James doing in the game? What was LeBron James still doing in the game when they're beating the snot out of Atlanta Falcons, Atlanta Hawks? Why was LeBron still in the game? These are the numbers that we're supposed to give him credit for, that he's still in the game beating Atlanta Hawks like a drum. And then he ends up with 30, and he's cherry picking in that game. But we're supposed to give him props for that. A guy like me, supposed to give him props for that. When I'm watching him cherry pick, I don't give props for that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry you guys have been entertaining people for this long that you can't look at basketball from a basketball perspective. I'm not a fan. I'm a former professional athlete. I'm not looking at the game like a fan. I'm looking at the game for the nuances. I'm looking at the game for the strategy. I'm looking at, okay, what would I be doing if I was out here with them? How would I play it? I'm looking at the game a totally different way. And when I continuously see 4-on-5 because LeBron James is considered the best offensive player, but then he gives no energy on defense. And then when I say he don't run back, and then most people don't look at what I'm saying, they say, oh, you hating when I'm playing a video of this guy not running back. And then when they can't get past the video, here's what they'll say. Oh, he's 41. Well, that's all the more reason to go home. If he's 41 and he can't get back on defense, but then he can run and catch lob dunks with one hand and dunk through people, something just ain't right. And this is the NBA. Expectations go up, not down. The expectation of an NBA player is at an all-time high.
When it comes to Rich Paul's statements, it's really about boundaries and roles. When conversations that should stay internal become public, it puts unnecessary pressure on players and shifts focus away from basketball.
It should not be because you're a superstar, you only play one end of the court. That's lame to me. You a tabloid gossip channel doing your job? Well, if that's what you think, you like tabloids and you like gossip. Because if this is a tabloid gossip channel, what are you doing here? I'm talking basketball, clown. You up here because it's all about who we like. And you clearly like LeBron because you didn't say that he ran back on defense. You just upset by what I said. Get in your feelings. I don't care. You can get in your feelings all you want to with me. I don't care. I know. They get offended by facts because that's all you can do is just rage quit or rage bait when you don't. What about your career? What about it? Call me whatever you want to call me. It ain't gonna stop me from sipping my hot ass tea. All of a sudden, Aiden can't hoop. Yeah, Aiden can't hoop because LeBron's shooting all the shots. It's called chemistry. And Aiden is tired because LeBron let people get past him all day long. Aiden is tired because LeBron does not play any defense.
What's up? So, what are my thoughts about this? Here's the thing. A lot of people find this situation strange because agents are usually behind the scenes, not in front of microphones, shaping public opinion about teammates. When repeated interviews start pointing towards specific players needing to be moved, it creates unnecessary tension inside a locker room. Kwame's perspective reflects how former players see this as a boundary issue, not a personal attack. Teammates are expected to perform while hearing outside voices question their value, and that can shift chemistry fast. Most fans understand representation and strategy, but public commentary adds pressure that does not help winning. It also raises questions about optics, because when one voice is louder than the organization itself, it blurs roles. Players want clarity, fans want honesty, and organizations want stability. Make sure to drop a comment, smash that like button, and make sure you subscribe for more videos like this, and I'll see you in the next video.